Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video, and we have good news. Finally the devs have listened and the publishers have listened, and we pushed the narrative and we pushed our requests and they worked upon them. So basically we're gonna start seeing from here on because we are at almost 1.5 years of actually in September we're gonna get the half year, so we're gonna have 1.5 years in September, since the game was released on March in 2023. So this March was 1 year, and after 6 months, which is at September, we're gonna get the half anniversary. You can say the second half anniversary of the second year. So this is why we didn't have 50 discount on the divination on the new character. So first of all, let me talk about this really quick. Now we have a new shop in our shops, and it's called the Substitute Shop, and it has good amount of stuff. Now I hope and hopefully we can push and tell them that we need to rotate at least every maybe 5-6 months a character or 2 characters from Master and Infernal to be here, so we can buy them as well. This is why I'm not going ham and doing everything here to buy these. But the good amount of things that you can buy from here, which are the soul cores and the boost stone kits and faith gems, which are the most important, and the workshop tokens. Now if you're at the early stage or new players, maybe transformation scrolls will be good for you. As you see, I have 35 and I don't need them actually, and maybe a little bit of breakstone for you to break up the levels and go to higher levels with your characters. But so far the soul core and the boost stone kits and the workshop tokens and the faith gems are the most important. Now how do you obtain that? You simply go to your bag, and finally they listened, and I would like to think that my video at least helped players push their requests again on Discord and on the Reddit, so they can do that, because I've done a video not long ago talking about these things and mainly focusing on this stuff. Now we can sell all of these cards that we have that we don't use and we never want to use, so you can go and sell them. As you see, every one gives you, the one is giving you 60. So I have, how much? 66. It will give me almost 4,000. I can sell them and I got the coins. As for these as well, 9k points, I'll sell them. 10k points, sell. 10k points, sell. And these ones, you can sell them. Now you can't sell them in bulk, all of them. You can sell almost 1,000 of them, so 999. I have 17k, so I keep repeating this and I get 1k every single time until they finish. And then you can go to the shop, check your shop, and you can see in the substitute you have 38k, which is a lot actually of what we saved from before. And people who bought a lot and spent on the account, they get a lot of rewards, especially from these cards, and who summoned a lot, you're gonna get all of these cards. Now you can get even more by summoning in divination or summoning in the special summon tickets. You're gonna get a lot of these cards as well, and you can sell them again and get a lot of these, and you can upgrade. Now you can go and go ham on summoning from the tokens. You can go and upgrade your faith gems, and so on and so on. I'll be focusing on faith gems so far and saving the rest for the other characters that would come. That's an absolute amazing improvement. Plus we're gonna get the anticipating the celebration, which is really good. We're gonna get a little bit of rewards, and in the end you can pick one of the 3 newest characters, which is really good. What they're doing right now is awesome in my opinion, and I will of course go for Guy. I have everybody else built. I will need Guy. Guy is the last one to get to SSS, so I can increase my levels. As you see, if we can go and check our characters, if I want to go and limit break anybody, I can't because I'm at max. And him, I think I need 2 more copies of him and I can upgrade him, so I'm gonna go and do that. Now for the new characters, so we have a new character drop on the game, which is absolutely good. She's a master unit. I read her skills, she looks top notch actually, and I can't wait to test her actually for bossing and in PvP. I still didn't test her completely. I have a friend, he told me when he comes back from work, he gonna add her on the account that we're playing at. I'm playing on the Crunchyroll account on USA servers anonymously. I will reveal that later, what account I'm playing with, but it's absolutely amazing. I'm crushing it there. I'm in the top 3 mainly in everything, which is really good. A relatively good account. As a spender account, it's a heavy pay to win account, and I'm putting some money there as well to support the game, because if you play a game and you love it, you might as well support it a little bit. I'm not telling you to go and put money. This game is completely free to play friendly. One of the very free-to-play friendly games, but they have a little bit of things that needs to be changed to get you a little bit better in the game or get you the fun that you want. So, Kunoichi Ibuki, which is a really good character, and I love her art. Her art looks amazing. She looks absolutely sick with her skills. She can go and do them. And she's a unit. She's a semi-trigger unit. Yes, you heard me right. She's a semi-trigger unit. We're gonna go and talk about her, all of the things about her. Let's go to the gallery. It's the best way to showcase these kind of characters. So, here we go. What's her kit all about? So we're gonna start with her passive because it will explain everything about her. So, Sengaki Ishun, and it's for every 8 Zanshin. Okay, let's read what's Zanshin. Each stack increases trigger skill damage by 8% until the end of the battle, stacks up to 20 times. Stacks up 20 times, which is perfect. It's 160% of trigger skill damage increase, which is really good. It does do a lot of amount of damage numbers. So let's talk about her. So every 8 stacks she gains, unleashes Oogie. We'll call it Oogie, okay? One time, rapidly attacking enemies in an area, dealing damage equal to 418 of attack. This is considered as trigger skill. This fighter gains damage immunity while unleashing Oogie. The interval is 3 seconds. So every 3 seconds, she will definitely do that. And yes, you need to pay attention while playing her so you can't miss your timing with other characters, but she will be absolutely detrimental. While she's casting this, whatever damage you take, it's negated because she's completely immune to that, unless it's bypassing immunities with other characters. That's perfect. Increases the damage for it, and then on level 3, you need 6 stacks, not 8 stacks, and this is so important because you're gonna get them from the start of the battle as well when we talk about her upgrades. Oogie ignores 40% of the target's defense. Now, sadly, it's not ignoring damage reductions or decreasing damage reduction, but ignoring defense. It means any character, any boss with high damage or with high defense, she's gonna bypass this. This is amazing. One of her good skills is her super and her C2. So her super joins hands to form a seal, then unleashes flames that strikes enemies in an area multiple times, dealing damage equal to 315 of attack. After unleashing the skill, gain 2 Zanshin. Okay, so 2 Zanshin, which is really good, and it goes up to 3 Zanshin, and the attack increases. Her C1 is also good. You can use her C1 as well, but it's not the main part of her kit. If you want to play her as a carry, but she needs to be using her super or her C2 or both of them. So, rapidly attack enemies in an area, dealing damage equal to 128 of attack. After unleashing this skill, gain 1 Zanshin. It means every skill that she does, she unleash Zanshin or gain a stack of Zanshin. Increases the damage, and then she gains 2 instead of 1, which is really good. Now her combo 2, kick enemies in a small area 2 times, dealing damage equal to 161% of attack in total. As you see, everything is AoE. Then unleash ninjutsu to strike enemies in a large area, dealing damage equal to 190% of attack. After unleashing the skill, gain 2 Zanshin, and it becomes 3 Zanshin, and the increase of damage will be there, which is perfectly good. Now, her fighting spirit, which is one of the great things that you should unlock because it will allow you to gain more stacks and you hit the maximum stacks even earlier. Now, she gets HP bonus. This is at max at plus 23, attack at 37, which is really huge, defense at 23, and 7.5, which is not that huge, but it's okay as damage bonus. Now, this is at plus 40, not plus 30. At plus 30, you're gonna lose at least 7.5% of all of these. So, upon gaining Zanshin, also gain a buff that increases attack by 1% until the end of the battle, stacks up to 20%. So every time she gains the stacks of Zanshin, she gains for every stack 1% of attack damage. It means her auto attack and all of her skills will be increased by attack by 20%, which is absolutely good. Now, plus 5, and this is for trigger units, her assist. So, after the assisted fighter unleashes a combo or super combo, they gain 1 Zanshin. Each stack increases their trigger skill damage by 10%, stacks up to 3 times, which goes to 30% with their trigger. So if you play her on somebody like Ryu, Evil Ryu, you start with his combo, then it will trigger 1 Zanshin stack, and he will go and hit, and then all of his attacks are trigger, so it means every trigger that he does will deal more damage, and that goes for every other trigger characters. Cammy and Vega would be awesome because they start for free, and you can start for free again, which is really good in my opinion. So plus 10, gain 20% crit rate while unleashing Oogie. So when she unleashes her passive, her trigger, she will gain crit rate by 20% for this special Oogie, or for this trigger effect. She will not gain 20% crit for all of her skills or for the entire battle. Only when she's triggering her a trigger effect, which is absolutely huge. It means more sustainability on the damages because she increases her damage, her crit damage. Plus 20, upon using Zanshin, also gain a buff that increases attack by 1.5% until the end of the battle, stacks up to 20 times. So at plus 20 is a major point for her because every stack of Zanshin will get her attack even more, since she can attack and get 1.5, not only getting 1%. 1.5 is amazing actually. Plus 30 each time Oogie hits an enemy, which means her trigger, increases the fighter's crit damage by 10% until the end of the battle, stacks up to 20 times. Also, she increases her crit damage by her passive and now by plus 30. When she does the trigger and it hits the enemy, this hit will be, if it's crit, it will be amplified by crit damage by her plus 30, which makes her a very hard hitter, a truck if you would ask me. Now let's go and read her cards. Her cards gain 3 stacks of Zanshin upon entering the battle for the first time, which is absolutely fantastic, and you play her on your main lineup. It means she starts with 3 stacks, and if she auto attacks, if she hits, she will get also that, and this with her 6 out of 6. Gain 1 Zanshin upon performing a normal attack. Trigger interval 11 seconds. So every 11 seconds, if she auto attacks, she gain 1 Zanshin stack, and gain also 1 Zanshin stack after unleashing Oogie. So every time she triggers, she also gain a stack. So it means she will ramp up stacks of Zanshin pretty much very consistently. So let's go and just try her for one battle. I want to show you how she performs. Just one battle and you'll understand how her damages are really awesome. So let's go, and for the first one, I still didn't test her like that, so let's do this. And I need somebody tanky. Let's use you. And I don't want you, actually. I want this poison. So we're gonna start okay, we need a C3. We need a C3. Let's use you. So she with the super C1, then her C2, and then her C3. So let's go and check how much damage that she does. They will start before us. That's okay. I think Makoto can dodge with this. And hopefully we can survive. Okay, super C1, and as you see, okay, we didn't mess up, but she's doing her passive, which is absolutely insane. Okay, she did her she did her passive, almost killed everybody. Again, she's doing her passive once again. I couldn't use her C2. We need a C2. We need to wait for using her C2 because of all of the passives that she does. Again, amazing damages. This is what I expected from her. If you max her, if you get the 6 out of 6 cards at the plus 30, absolutely a phenomenal unit. Plus a great major update for this patch for the game, for you in getting another shop so you can substitute and get other units. And hopefully they add, or other resources, hopefully they add units, especially Masters and Inferno, or maybe a new free-to-play legendary unit to that shop. And yeah, that was it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching, and as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly.